This is the second in a 3-video series. You should watch the introduction video first. Today we are going to discuss the ProjectWise 365 Deliverables Management Service. There are multiple parts and they will be separated into different videos. There are several roles involved and we will provide an overview of the entire process. Part 1, Introduction. Unlike the rest of ProjectWise 365, Bentley provides some good documentation for ProjectWise Deliverables Management. See the link above. To review, ProjectWise 365 contains several services. Share is like Dropbox. You can share files with other team members and use the markup tools, which are very good. There is also issue resolution to create, track, and assign issues. Today we'll talk about deliverables management, where we will show how files can be submitted and reviewed. Let's quickly review how ProjectWise 365 projects work. The rectangle on the left represents the MoDOT project. There are internal participants that have access to everything in the project. External participants can be invited and can transmit packages to each other. When the external participants accept the ProjectWise 365 invitation, their own project is created for them to use for their companies. Their project will have the services such as share and issue resolution, and those services are private to their organization. From their point of view, MoDOT is the external organization. So what is ProjectWise Deliverables Management? It's a cloud-based service. It provides secure deliverables exchange between organizations. There are 3 types of deliverables: transmittals, RFIs, and general correspondence. It also provides visibility, email notifications, approvals, and audit trails. Let's review what happens in a ProjectWise 365 project before deliverables management can be used. A project is created. Internal participants are invited. At least one external organization is invited, but actually transmittals can be exchanged between internal participants if you have need for that. RFI and general correspondence are similar to the transmittal process but have fewer options. We're going to walk through the transmittal process today. In our example, the consultant is sending a package to MoDOT. In this diagram, the consultant tasks are in green and the MoDOT tasks are in blue. Kevin, Randall, and I are going to switch back and forth to discuss the different roles. The roles are the consultant project manager, the consultant additional reviewers, the MoDOT project manager, and the MoDOT additional reviewers. If you watch the first presentation, you'll know that issues can be created in the PDF files and share. Issues can also be created in the PDF files received from the consultant in ProjectWise Deliverables Management. Creating issues in the PDF files provides a way to track issues and are also part of the audit trail. Issues in Deliverables Management work like regular issues resolution, except status is different. In this diagram, MoDOT is the recipient of a package and identifies an issue. The initial state is unresolved. The consultant has 2 choices after they receive the files back. One choice is to mark the issue as fixed if it was addressed and changes were made, or mark the issue as rejected if the consultant does not agree that an issue exists. When MoDOT receives the reply, there are 4 possible responses. If the issue was marked fixed, MoDOT can concur and change the state of the issue to resolved and close the issue. If the issue was marked fixed and MoDOT finds a problem, the state of the issue will be fixed rejected. If the issue was rejected by the consultant, MoDOT can agree and change the state to rejected and close the issue. If the issue was rejected by the consultant, MoDOT can disagree and change the state to rejection declined. This Bentley provided diagram shows a typical start-to-finish example of how users from 2 different organizations, in this case a client and vendor, can work together using ProjectWise Deliverables Management to review a document. The term for an outgoing package of documents is transmittal, and the term for an incoming package of documents is a submittal. It is the same deliverable, it just has a different name depending on whether you are the sender of the package or the receiver of the package. The sender sends a transmittal, and the recipient receives a submittal. ProjectWise Deliverable Management uses transmittals and submittals to send packages of documents back and forth between organizations for the purpose of reviewing and approving documents. Any type of document can be sent, with the most common types of documents being PDFs and Office documents. We are now looking at the transmittal configuration screen in ProjectWise 365. When you send a transmittal, there are several transmittal purposes that are supplied with ProjectWise 365. One purpose is for review and another is for approval. They both require acknowledgement and a response. You will see that the difference between them are that the response types are slightly different. For information, for construction, for design, for estimation, all require acknowledgement but do not require a response. Custom purposes can be created and edited. If a transmittal is marked confidential, only the author, issuer, recipients, and admins can access the package. Others can only see the package title and the ID. There are 3 package types. Each type has attributes, and those can be customized depending on what you want to track. You'll see those later. One of the attributes for transmittals is file version. Also, so you know, other types of general correspondence can be created. For example, a general correspondence type called invoice could be created for submitting invoices.